So the trolley song is great. This is in the Broadway version. They end the first act with it, and the chorus sing. In the actual movie too, the chorus sings it through very intricately before she comes in. But I'm starting right where she starts to sing and going to the end. Um, the writers in the the writer that was still alive when the NPR interview happened, told a story about this, that when they were writing the songs for the movie, he was interested to put details into this song that would be of the period. So he talked to the costume designer and asked, well, what would someone be wearing in that era? And the costume designer was happy to tell him all kinds of details. So he wrote the opening: with my high starched collar and my high top shoes and my hair piled high up on my head, I went to lose a jolly hour on the trolley and lost my heart instead. And then talking about the guy with his light brown derby and his bright green tie, he was quite the handsomest of men, etc. He said by the time they made the movie, the costumes had nothing to do with what the lyrics were. And when you watch it now, you notice that. Even I don't see that he's wearing a green tie. I think it's another color. I don't, whatever. And I don't know if that hat he's wearing is a derby or not. But her hair isn't piled high on her head. And I don't know about the high starch collar. But he was very amused that people just sort of don't notice, all these years when it first came out, and it's a classic and everybody's watched it a million times. Unless it's pointed out to you, you don't really think about it. So this is The Trolley Song. With my high starched collar and my high top shoes and my hair piled high upon my head, I went to lose a jolly hour on the trolley and lost my heart instead. With his light brown derby and his bright green tie, he was quite the handsomest of men. I started to yen, so I counted to 10, then I counted to 10 again. Clang, clang, clang went the trolley. Ding, ding, ding went the bell. Zing, zing, zing went my heartstrings. For the moment I saw him, I fell. Chug, chug, chug went the motor. Bump, bump, bump went the brake. Thump, thump, thump went my heartstrings. When he smiled, I could feel the car shake. He tipped his hat and took a seat. He said he hoped he hadn't stepped upon my feet. He asked my name, I held my breath. I couldn't speak because he scared me half to death. Buzz, buzz, buzz went the buzzer. Plop, plop, plop went the wheels. Stop, stop, stop went my heartstrings. As he started to go, then I started to know how it feels when the universe reels. The day was bright, the air was sweet. The smell of honeysuckle swept her off her feet. She tried to sing, but couldn't squeak. In fact, she loved him so much she couldn't even speak. Buzz, buzz, buzz went the buzzer. Plop, plop, plop went the wheels. Stop, stop went my heartstrings. As he started to leave, I took hold of his sleeve in my hand, and as if it were planned, he stayed on with me, and it was great.